Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chilling with Kwaksy. This is where we chill with the purpose. And as you know, we see a table. I am sitting here with the most esteemed people at the table. As you know, we always chilling with the purpose where we discuss important topics. So there's this time where I was just sitting at work, like with married people. Everywhere I am, I'm always working. So I'm sitting there and I got to listen to these married people talk about marriage, and it's never been a pleasant topic whereby they're talking about marriage. It's always like, hey, marriage is hard, which makes people who are unmarried not even want or wish to be a part of that sense. So, my beautiful ladies, is there anything that anyone would like to add? Like you've heard the topic, we are talking about marriage and how married people are always saying marriage is hard.
Yeah, Kwaksy, Kwanele, Motha. Marriage is hard, I cannot lie. But
Yes.
for some other people, they say marriage is not hard.
Uh-huh.
Because we were created not the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So we experience difficult times, like you can meet your husband and everything will be lovey-dovey.
Yes.
But as time goes on, the husband will change. It's not us women,
Okay.
but the husband will change.
Will change, yeah.
Even women change, but mostly
It's men.
Yeah. Because he will cheat, and then that person he's cheating with, I don't know how I can call it, like rude
Yeah.
or atzelele.
Yes.
Yeah, because why atzelela? The husband is giving her the right to wetzelele. Put atzelele the wife, because the husband nagafika like girlfriend,
Yeah.
he will tell her, my wife this, my wife that.
Yeah.
Hey, that woman, hey. I say slate nje because she don't want divorce. Otherwise, sometimes we just do it for the kids.
Yes. But question, like you said something about why is it's always the men who's always going out and ruining the sanctity that is marriage, and women have to stay. Why is it that society built women when the man does wrong things, you have to hold the family, like bamba it together? Why is it that it's always the woman that has to hold everyone together, but never the
Our mothers or their mothers,
Yes.
they had the mentality we would uyahlala ulibamba lishisa. Yes. Ulibamba lishisa.
and
So-
bakhule basifundisa yona.
Yeah.
Noma ngabe even yes, noma ngabe uyabona ukuthi ukubhedha kwani, but you have to be strong.
And stay.
Yeah, woman, you have to be strong. Hey guys, nowadays.
No, but
And don't even ask the husband where he's coming
where were
from.
you?
Where were you
Last night?
When
You
he
didn't
comes
call.
back, you just say, "How? Welcome
Just
back.
give
Hey,
him
are you
food.
hungry?
And give him
Do you
food.
want water to bath?"
guys. No, guys, like literally, like compared to like olden day marriages and comparing them with new age marriages, right? Like we get to see where people are like, you gotta marry your best friend, like someone who elevates you, like someone who's gonna be like your friend. You're gonna be communication. So like in this day and age, they're talking more about communication, like compared to like how you were saying, Utena, like when the husband, you don't ask them where you were, just do the food and just act like nothing is happening.
Communication is not there. It's not. You're not supposed to communicate with your husband.
Why
You
is
don't ask.
no why is it that way, where you aren't supposed
They
to
say you're
communicate?
showing disrespect. Even if he
Once
can
you
go,
start
maybe.
asking, you'll be in trouble.
Even if he can go, maybe for a week,
Yes.
Don't ask.
and then you don't have to ask anything.
When
If
he
he
comes
wants bedroom stuff.
So we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So we are talking about you know, like sitting in a room full of women that are married, and you know, like the only thing that you are taking away from that is marriage is hard, you know. So for an unmarried person, you feel some type of way, like, I don't think I should also get married, because if I also get married, that's gonna be my line. That is what I'm gonna be starting to say to people, and it shouldn't be that way, because we see people out there living their best lives and they're married, but we also see people and we look at them like, hey, these people, even when you're looking at them, they do not look happy. It's like they are roommates at this point. But like, guys, because like we were taught, you have to marry someone you love. So like, when does it get to a point where you like, now you see this person and you just hate them?
Marry at your own risk, guys.
Wow.
Get married at your own risk. What I can
No,
say.
but is it not the type of person you married to? Because like that's why they say you have to get married to a person you're compatible with. You know, like someone who also elevates you and also knows your worth. And
Women, we love.
yeah,
We love. Even if you can be
Wholeheartedly.
yes,
noma ungabona ukuthi yathi la I'm being made a fool.
yeah.
Uyahlala because uyathanza. Inhlitiyo yethu iyathanza yethu. Iyathanza.
wow.
Kanti maybe yena uta with a different intention.
Yes.
Maybe he's after something who.
So that's why they're saying we must marry a guy who loves us more than we love them.
How do you see that?
That's the question. He buys you flowers, but people are saying he takes you, he treats you like a queen.
Hey, for the first 5 months maybe.
He's gonna buy guys.
And then you say, wow, this is the one. No.
So you're saying it's not real. Wow.
This thing, I don't know how I can put it. This thing. There's a couple that I know.
Yes.
Hey, the guy loves the woman,
Yes.
and that woman is not appreciative.
Oh.
She's disrespecting the man. Nje, she only loves the husband when he's about to get paid.
Okay, that's not nice. That's really not nice.
So that's why life is not understandable.
That's why.
And they are married.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Guys, that man loves that woman.
There are some humans
He
that
made
people
sure
go
when he went out, because he travels,
Yes.
he comes back with chocolates, flowers.
I'm appreciating.
There are flowers.
Yes.
I even went to their house that other day. The husband went to Joburg.
Yes.
Then he came back with this flower. It grows. You nest that flower. But she failed because the flower died, meaning
Oh
that
my
I
gosh.
don't care.
My
I
goodness.
do not. That flower died because you have to nest the flower.
Yes.
Water it, show it some love.
Yes, true.
Because
true.
that man bought it with love.
But
But when I just like, a flower is just a flower.
no.
She's not appreciative.
Yeah.
Not
But
very
like-
appreciative.
You know, like in terms like that, where it's now the woman who's at fault, you know, because we've also seen it from the side of women where the guy is now cheating. But how does now the guy actually, because now a woman can cheat,
Yes.
especially if you're not appreciating your husband. And you know, like in that sense, we get to see you know, like a man's reaction. So how do you think a man's reaction is in that sense when his woman is now the one who's he's just leading the infidelity?
What I can say, that woman ungena to that marriage with the material things.
Yes.
So in marriage is not about material things.
Yeah, true.
So as the years goes by, she started looking at the man. No, I didn't marry him for love, and I really don't love him.
Yes.
So saying that because we married, she gets bored along the way.
Yeah.
But the man still loves her.
Yes.
The same way he loved her, but before they got married.
That is so sad, though.
The problem is that I don't know, why does the woman agree to marry the man while she knows that
I think we mentioned it before lah. With him, I'll see hey, that man, he's doing this and that for the wife. Then naming is I man. Ngiyophila kahle mosilapha ngiyophila kahle lapha so angeni. Then nasongenile oba like no guys, this is not it. This is not what I wanted. You see? You're starting to get bored. Already you've caused chaos. He divorced maybe na first wife.
Yeah, true.
Wangena win. And now it's so bored manch. Then what?
Man, and that's the sad reality of marriage, because like what I've learned is that there's this saying that says you can never be happy sitting on top of another woman's tears. And that's one of the things that people don't understand. You can't build on another person's tears, on another person's pain. Because you're saying that like sometimes you get in because of material things, but you are happy to a certain extent, like as the side chick now to the main wife. We've seen it happen where the side chick elevated to being the wife, and then the husband still did the same thing, had side chicks who now also were about to be elevated to the wife. Because now why are you angry if the husband is doing the same thing that you also did to another woman? Because women, we think we are special. We say, he's not gonna do this to me. I'm this girl, I'm that. But why is it that we as women we hate each other? Like literally, I would know that this person is married to you, but I'll still want to be with that man. Why is it that we as women hate each other like that?
I don't know why, because men will be always men.
True, yeah.
I don't know why. Noma sidomo noma ngathi nje ukuthi vele nje like
we are so special.
Yeah.
More special than you.
Than the wife.
Yes. Yeah, but what makes us like have that mentality?
I'm so special.
They even tell their wives, I'm hotter than you, I'm prettier than you. Just imagine.
True, but I'm still trying to understand the hate we as women have for each other, because we can be together, but we never love each other.
The only thing that we forget as human beings is that marriage is sacred.
Yeah.
Marriage is from God. You have to pray for marriage.
Yes, true.
Ask God to guide you.
Yeah.
And if you pray, God will show you who's no, it's not yet time.
Yeah.
So we get excited. There will be mandwendwe, yay, so swenga, makeup, hairstyle, food, decor. We forget what's marriage. Yay, you have to pray.
Not even married for a status.
Yeah.
You are married.
Now I'm married.
Man,
And she spoke about the petty things.
yes.
Yeah, now Shada would say, I funa bangibone.
Yes.
Putting shati.
Yeah.
Hey, Lobola for me. I'm becoming Mrs. Waronwar. Yeah.
Yes.
The petty things.
Yeah, uthi ngifuna bangibone bebathini ufuna babone my husband is driving this big car.
Yes.
The
Big
food,
house.
the decor, they have to see nje my friend's husband.
Yeah.
My attire for the day nje, and forget ukuthi there is life after
Marriage.
After the white wedding.
After the white
Yes.
wedding. all those people that you were doing that white wedding for, they won't be there.
True, because there's one thing, people invite you when they're getting married, but they don't invite you when they're getting divorced. Yes,
That's the two of you when you're divorced.
yes, it's just the two of them because it's like so crazy. But there was one mention from a married person who was like, you know what? I've been married for like over 35 years now, and one thing I've learned is that, I mean, you can't say, like, you can be married for that long, but one day your husband will cheat. I'm like, what is that talk? I mean, your husband is not cheating, but you already have that mentality as a woman. One day your husband will cheat. Why do we women, is it us women that we do that to ourselves and like self-sabotage ourselves?
We forget about ourselves when we get married, or after having kids in that marriage.
Yes.
We forget about ourselves, makeup, hairstyle, swanga. We just forget. Then the husband starts getting bored. When he goes outside, he sees that chick. Yeah, that chick is wearing bum shorts.
Yes.
That shirt, hairstyle, makeup.
Yes.
And when are you there at home? Busy nursing kids, chasing around
And
kids.
him, when he comes back, he wants food.
Hey, you forget about yourself. That's why then one day that man can cheat, because you're no longer that woman he met.
Yeah, but is there a way where you can get married and not also forget about yourself as the woman? Because as you're saying, women forget about themselves in the marriage and they focus on the kids, the husband, but forget about themselves. But is there a way where you as a woman now can start thinking of you getting your independence and not losing yourself in that marriage? Because we see a lot of women who get married and they end up losing themselves in the marriage.
Yeah, emshadweni ngawuthini into lofuna ungene udade ukuthi kufanele uyowendani khona. Kufanele ungene wathi ukuthi nangingena lapha I have to love myself.
Yes.
Ngitinake mina ngitela kutothi tsanza mina ngiyatinaka mina nginaka umyeni wami nginaka abantwana bami.
Yes.
Thina into lesehluleke kuyenda ema husbands lehluleke kuyenda asikhona ukufulfill atidzingo tethu to each other.
As a husband and a wife.
I-husband ayifulfill atidzingo tami. Nami ngifulfill tayo tidzingo i-husband. Ngimsatisfy la kufanele ngimsatisfy khona, nama ngenedise la kufanele ngenedise khona. Lemva kube yi-win-win situation, kungabi lokho ukuthi kube khona umuntu longathi utawufuna yena kuthonsa, kube nguye lovaka ukuthi ngathi yathi nyalo sengithonsa madima, sengilele sengithwele kalukhuni la khaya, nomnyanga azithi urelaxile. But akufanele ukuthi lemvo siyisebente kanye kanye sibambe sonke kanye kanye ukuze lo mndeni atawuba nempumelelo kusasa. Nangabe singendi kanjalo vele kula kutawufika khona bese sekuchuma i-divorce. Lapho kufika khona bese umyeni so uyaphuma so hamba uyochitha onami sengiyaphuma ngoba phela akhona vele bomakela ukhanze ukuthi bese sebayaphuma nabo sebayotifunela amadoda ngapha. Ashiya umyeni wakhe la ngakula athembekile umyeni athi angakhulumi lokumxoka ukuthi sikhulumisane sibhobokelane ukuthi uyathi ebabe kukhona la nganediseki khona la ungahambi khona kahle la.
And another thing that makes marriage to be hard, family, your in-laws as a woman. That makes marriage harder.
I mean, like you touch on a very touchy subject, because one of the things, you get married and your husband loves you, but the husband's family doesn't like you, they hate you. But now how do we divulge, because marriage is between two people and then there's family. But how do you now, like try to protect that union between you and your husband and also navigate the hate that is the family?
The problem is it can't try for it once you get married. uhlala nale family.
Oh yeah, you get married to the family
stay
too.
with your husband's family. So that's the challenge where your husband atithola ukuthi angasadi ukuthi utothatha side labani.
Yes.
It's either my family or my wife.
And it's always the family.
And it's always the family. That's why when you feel like, I'm not wanted here. Maybe
because they will influence the husband behind your back.
Oh yeah,
they
true.
will tell him things that are not
mostly my husband uhlala emsebentini uhlala lakha with his family.
Yes.
So nakangekho yena, there are some stories labatomtshela wona.
Oh my goodness.
So your wife does that, your wife, your wife so lamanye ma husband ngathini lo munye bese akasafuna lokubuka ukuthi labangitshela kona, is it true or what?
Oh yes.
Yena uthatha side le family yakhe. Vele wena wore nako ngilokuyela ukudestroya imarriage this thing.
Ngilapho bese sekuhamba kuba kabi khona ngoba husbands sometimes vele abese asa understand ukuthi umshado yini.
Yeah.
Yes. Ndawukhotha nje eBhayibhelini la kuthi khona indoda iyawushiya
umndeni wayo
batali namathele kumkayo. Alisho iBhayibheli ukuthi iyawubalahla, ithi uyawushiya. Kusho ukuthi lokubashiya ngiloko ukuthi tintfo letiningi nyalo uNkulunkulu somnikele nangjani ukuthi anake.
Yes.
Anake nangumsiti lamnike yena ukuthi amnake, then utawubese uyakhona kunakekela labatali bakhe ngetidzingo labatifunayo. But wena as a husband nabathi naka uyashiya kuqala phuma lakhaya.
Yeah.
Tawukhona kukhona lokumnaka lo muntu ngale. Wena you always protect lo muntu lo wamletha la ekhaya, unganaki nathi tintfo. Uyibuke ngendlela leneliso lelikhaliphile into nangabe nje sisi wakho as a husband, as babe lakhaya etane nenzaba. Wena bese sowuba ngumuntu lovele soyithathele etulu ungayibuki both sides.
Yes.
Ngilapho bese sekwenteka umonakalo khona.
Yeah.
Funa bese soyabuka both sides, ubuke ukuthi umonakalo hambephi. Nangabe kudinga ukuthi uhlalise the two parties phasi nikhulume, akube njalo nikhulume. Kungabi khona la ukukhona wena sowukhanzakala sowuthatha side lebakini ukhohlwe nganangu wamletha la khaya kini. Ngoba nasekwenteka kanjalo vela utawuthi feel outcast la kulomndeni lo wamletha kuye. Ndawubekisa nje njengakithi njenge masiko eSwati kuyaye kuthiwa umakoti nakafika ekhaya ufuna akotite. Kusho ukuthi kuna certain amount of time lo ihlalako la khaya. Lo batawungcingcitela khona, uphekela maketala, uphekela abantwana balakhaya, unaka sive nje salakhaya.
Yes.
But kufanele ukuthi kube khona isikhathi la nicabanga khona nemiyeni wakhe. Acabanga umyeni ukuthi kufanele ngiphume lakhaya ngakhe somewhere else. Uyakhuluma nalabakhaya phela ngite nemkami la thina sekusikhathi ubafaka emcondweni ukuthi nabo ba understand.
Yes.
Anginilahle ngiyaphuma nemkami ngifuna kuyogoba njengoba nani ubabe wamgobela make la wamakhela nami ngese ngifuna kwanzisa bathi ngesiswati kwanzisa teach. Lokuse ngiyaphuma sengiyowakhela la Nkosi la uyabo soyamakhela ngesiswati kuthiwa kwanzisa teacher kanti ngesibhayibheli vele ukuthi unganamatheli ngala. Uyaphuma shiya uyonamathela kumkakho.
You have to start your own
vele wangaphumi biblically wangaphumi uNkulunkulu wavele wayibona lempo ukuthi vele kutawuba inkinga lokuhlala kwamaketala nebasekhakhakhe nzawonye. Bekutawuba nale affliction letawube njalo yendeka. Angeke kuhlale kube khona kuvana, kuzange sekube khona kuvana kumaketala noma ngabe ningathi niyavana kuba nekuvana ngesitayela.
Yeah, true. You know, like that is the most important thing. You know, like as you're saying, like sometimes we need to go back to what is marriage. Marriage is between two people and God, not between two people and the family. Yes, the family is always going to be there, but it's between two people and God. That is why I think we have forgotten the century of marriage, where now, because now I think it's the other parties that affect marriage, and the people who get married not realizing what marriage is. You know, like, how do we get to a point where we are bringing back people to actually know what marriage is about, so that we can stop getting married just to divorce?
Marriage clinics ayasita kakhulu nalapho.
Yeah.
Uthola abantu labatakululeka ngemishado nje nakuthiwa uyahamba uyoshada.
Yes.
Kufanele ube khona stage la nendlula khona counseling. Kufanele nikhansele bayanitshela ngato tonke leti tinto leti.
It's better if we are going to do a white wedding. Really, you will never ever skip the stage. You have to go for counseling.
Yeah.
But laba labenda ma traditional weddings for ukuteka nje siswati sithi usekuphi isikhathi kuyongihambisa ama marriage counselings lapho. That's why isibana naleti impho leti ezisahamba la kulomshado.
What I can say is, like le generation lekhulaku, ukuze imarriage ibe possible, pray to God ukuthi yathi nasenginemfati, I don't want to treat my wife like this. I don't want my wife to see my wife crying. Uyabo nje ungabi like, I saw my dad treating my mom like this, so
yes,
I want hey.
Oh yeah, true, because that happens a lot. Because it's usually like you saw your father mistreating your mom, seeing your father beating your mom, and that thing you never dealt with it as a kid. Yes, and then now you are doing it
in front of your kids.
Yes,
it's so painful,
and it happens.
It's so painful. Like ufaka in la kulengone labampani.
True.
Yes.
And the thing is, my question. Yes. True. And it's affecting more because now the mother or the wife, they want to be strong, the pillar of strength. They don't want to talk about this. You know, like this is happening, you never want to talk about it. Why is it that such things as you being beaten by your husband, you keep quiet about it and you don't talk about it? And it's like it's a thing. Even families, they would know that this is happening to you, but they're gonna ask you as the wife, what did you say to make him act like that? What did you do? It's never that was so wrong. How can I help you?
Maybe nje to kwehluka kancane ukuthi as we're raising our kids, we should pray for them. Neyothi futhi si stop ukuba greedy as bomai. Ukuthi maybe umfana wami soyasebenza, so ngifuna yonke imali kuyi. Vele naseka married, I will hate lo makoti. Why?
Yes.
Because ngifuna still yonke le mali iteki mi yakubona.
And ukuthi umakoti lo tohlalela kunyanywa ngamaketala.
Yes. Yeah, true.
So it's up to us, because we already married. We siyaphila leyo mpilo lesiphilako, but let's raise our kids differently. Ukuthi babone ukuthi no, nase ngishadile, I have to treat my wife like this, or I have to treat my husband like this. Ngingabi like nakathi makwami hayi umfati wakho njani nami seng like wena, my mom is saying this and that. Just leave them babe happy ku marriage yabo.
Yeah, true.
There's not lesikufuna usi leave us guys. Sibe happy marriage. Now you had your time in marriage. Just leave us.
True. So in closing, you can say, you know, like the unmarried people, they still have a chance.
They still have a chance. Because marriage was created by God.
Yes.
Marriage and will stop it because we're suffering. So marriage has to continue. So we have to raise our kids. There is something called marriage,
Yes.
where you get married, you start a family. So you have to do this and this. Because the marriage be right, be successful, it be divorce, because divorce is another story.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much, ladies, for chilling with me. You know, like this conversation is one of the most toughest one that I've been a part of. You know, like listening to married people talk about marriage. But the most important thing that I've learned here is that we as women, we need to stop being strong. We need to let ourselves be women and not be imbogodo. Sometimes we need to speak out and talk. And like, if something is wrong,
to cry.
yes, and cry if you have to cry.